So we're just committing suicide here as part of the usual thing for casters. Take a little bit, a few seconds, and then we'll go off and see. So we're looking at the initial compositional gameplay here. You check the minimap out on the bottom right, and we can see that Mahan's leading the Helena, followed by the Bismarck, and they're going for the B-cap. And with a 3 versus 3, and the fact that you can sort of, well, the Mahan doesn't have a Hydro, so you have to be a little bit careful at the beginning. It's interesting that both teams have taken tier 8 battleships, though. I wonder if that's the way it's going to go with other games. Excellent. Right, so Spithas is laying a smoke trail. So he's laying a smoke trail. That allows XTHD and his Elena to kind of poke up and then follow the trail. I'm guessing defensive smoke torps. There may be RPF involved. Yes, there is. So we can see that the little minimap clicks. That tells me that RPF says they are coming in from this direction. So that's what the long range kind of torps are on the Mahan. Oh, I say long range, but you know what I mean. Oh, the Helena also has a fighter spotter. Now that could work. Picks up. Oh wait, no, that's the Bismarcks. Tier 8, yeah, sorry. No, the rotational path makes me think it's the Helena's plane, even though the tiering is slightly off here. So that's a Capo fighter. Oh! Cyclone! Glorious! That's what nobody wants to see, because it really favours, oh my goodness, closer engagements. The Mahan doesn't have a Hydro. Now the thing is, the enemy team, KIKI, has double Hydro with the Reclu. And the initial spots are going to be a big thing here, because it's 3 versus 3, and this isn't like the previous 3CV1BB tournament. We don't have planes. Oh, but Spitta sees the York, or maybe that was a spotter plane and the AA of the York chopped it down, and we see XTHD immediately opening up fire with his, I presume to be IFHE shells. Incoming Bismarck, AP on the nose, bit of damage. York can't heal this, and there's the mass, so set of defensive torps. Battleship from KIKI is off by himself with an aim. Right now, it's Omni that's kind of doing most of the damage. Spitters gets spotted, so he kind of just backs off. Some of the... I think that's secondary fire from the Bismarck. Now, that secondary is at a distance of... Well, he's 8.8, yeah, so he's within secondary range, so I guess he doesn't need to have the extra range. It's just natural secondary splash damage is going to work. Spitters did take about... I'd say about 3,000 damage. The York is there. They're slowly capping B, but I don't think this is going to come down to caps. This is going to come down to damage. And we see someone had Hydro, probably Elegant had his Hydro up. He saw the torpedoes coming in. And now this is the issue. The smoke from the Mahan from Spitas has been used on the THD. THD smoke has ended, which means Mahan smoke is going to be up soon. But the York and Mass are laying into Elegant, who's just doing a hard push right now. So he's getting focused by 3 ships. Spitas is turning around. He's not going to be able to kind of come around and give a smoke to Elegant. Elegant, I guess, is just pushing straight in for the Reclu. Has a Hydro, knows the torps have kind of gone off. Starts secondary. He's going to AP blind into the smoke. We don't know what kind of damage happened, but the York has come round the corner into THD. Helena's a light cruiser, so he has to be kind of careful of the York's AP. Gets a good IFHE shot in, not before the York then hits Spitas again, down to half health. And we see Elegant pushing up. See, his secondaries can lay into the mass while his main gun's firing the Reclu. Oh wait, never mind, I take that back, he's firing all of his AP. Ooh, AP smack the mass here, so he's going nose in on the Reclu. Reclu can't do a huge amount of damage, and his intention is to do maximum secondaries and main gun fire on the mass. While that's going on, THD and Spitas are punishing the York, you know, when he lost the health earlier, and that's probably... Yeah, it's game over for the York. I don't see if they can come back for this. A huge amount of firepower. See, the Reclu's just stayed back. The Bismarck pushed up and has been doing a ton of tanking. If the Reclu moved up, maybe even going for a ramming or something, I still don't see how a Mass and a York can beat the output from Mahan and the Helena. Mass is left B on the north side. What does this Reclu do now? I mean, this seems kind of like... You can't charge in... No, you know what? This Reclu player should be... Now, he can't necessarily see. This is the issue. The KIKI player can't necessarily see the other Omni players who are staying in stealth and only having to deal with the Bismarck. Ideally, what they would like is the DD spotting THD and for AP shots on the Reclu to punish HTD or Spitas. The BBs realistically are going to ignore each other, look at each other kind of head on, and they want to punish the other ships, which is exactly what Elegant did. Pushed along, soaked up damage, and then smashed it to the destroyer when he saw him. Okay, here we go. So they see the turrets have actually shifted over and they're looking at THD. THD's open fire, I'm guessing because he knows he's spotted, maybe DD spotted. He's doing reasonably good IFHE salvos. Alright, here we go. So the mass is smoked up again. That's a good, it's a good chumping damage. However, THD dodges the torps. He knows roughly where the... Oh, there we go, the mass goes down. So Spithass and his Mahan was watching it, took the shots. THD's now behind islands, he can't be seen. Bismarck from Elegant's doing all the spotted. This is game over here. Omni's going to take this win now. There's no kind of comebacking for this. I can see the logic from KIKI, that I like the idea of the all guns forward approach, kind of tanking. Before the Cyclone even got here, though, this is over. I think maybe the weakness of the Omni setup is the fact that the Helena can be fragile, but if used well with the good US smoke, the kind of compositionally they work well together. Anyway, 1-0 to Omni. Good job to them.